All right, it's been a while since we've done a walk around and test drive video here. Today the weather's finally allowing us to get them out and drive them. So we're gonna be looking at this 1970 Chevelle, big black 4-speed, finished in a forest green, beautiful car.
Okay. Fantastic car, an original color too, Dalton. So really nice car. It's a green on green car, Cowl induction hood, white stripes, and a fantastic body and paint on this car.
Probably the biggest thing with this car is how solid the body is. Looks like original quarters, underneath immaculate, original.
You just don't find them this solid, especially 70 Chevelles. I mean, these things were used and abused.
Yeah, they were bought to beat.
I like that. As we go into the engine compartment here, the inner fenders are in excellent shape. You can tell it's just jammed properly as well. When they went ahead and did this, it looks like they took the fenders off and painted it. Just a really nice local car show quality turnkey driver. Mm-hmm. Engine compartment, as far as the engine goes, you can see some of the paints coming off the block. It's just super clean in here though.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great looking car. I mean, if a guy wanted to take it to that next level, make a real show car out of it, really one of the only things I would do would just detail the engine a little bit, paint the block, but
it does have power steering. It's got the disc brakes in the front. It's got the 12-bolt, the correct sway bars in the back. Just even if this is a clone, whoever did it did a great job. Yep. There's no way to tell if you have a factory Super Sport without the build sheet anyway. So. I also like that it's sitting on those 14-inch SS rims. I mean, this car pretty much presents itself exactly how it would have came from the showroom floor.
Yep. I love the front end on these 70 Chevelles, and this one, the chrome's really nice on it too. Headlight bezels are beautiful. Bumpers have been re-chromed, excellent shine.
Even the headlights themselves all glisten, don't they?
Yep. It's got the correct, blacked out grille that a Super Sport would have.
It's got the functional Cowl induction. Doesn't have the correct original air breather system on it, but the Cowl induction flapper does work. It's all hooked up. Just like any paint job, nothing can be perfect, or if it does come out perfect, you're gonna have a chip or something. So we have a couple little chips here. There's one little chip right here in the edge of the hood. As far as our hood gap goes from front to back, really nice even gap there. And I just love this green metallic. I don't know the exact name of it. Do you, Dalton? You have to check on the code, but it is a factory dark green car from the factory.
Is it Fathom Green?
Why don't you check the code on it? The wheel well trim is in excellent condition as well. There's just a little tiny little paint chip right along the edge of this door. Top of the hood, top of the fender, and the door lines up excellent right here. As we go over top of the roof, no previous hail damage, nothing. I mean, the roof is super straight.
Code 48 forest green.
Forest green, so.
I knew it was something with that.
Forest green metallic. As we look up and down the sides of this Chevelle, the forest green metallic paint is pretty close, similar to really deep and dark. So everything shows, and this thing is laser straight. It's got the correct exhaust tips on it. They're new, back bumper's new. As long as we're down here at this angle, check out how this trunk lid fits here in the corner. It's got a nice set of Firestone race white letter tires. Tire size is 215 70/14s. Like I said, it gives it that stock appearance. Corner of the door is tucked in there very nicely. As we go in the interior, all the new rubbers, they've all been replaced. Corner of the door is rust-free. Go to our website, coyoteclassics.com. Check out the undercarriage. The undercarriage is all painted black, rust-free original floors in it, which again is so hard to find in these 70 Chevelles. Door jamb paint was done very professionally as well. It's got the dark green bucket seat interior. It's got the strato bucket seats. Headliner is in excellent shape. Dome light works. Door panels are nice. Back seats excellent as well. As far as the door jamb paint itself, all the way in here is all covered good. And also being a forest green car, and that's exactly how it is today. It's never been painted blue, red, anything like that. So if it has had a chip and stuff in the door jambs, it's all gonna present the original color. Inside the glove box, the light works in there. It's got the Hurst shifter, the correct Super Sport steering wheel, the correct SS dash. The factory tack works, clock works. Even the door buzzer works on the driver's side. We'll get to that in a little bit. Headliner is in great shape. Visors are nice and tight. Rear view mirrors tight as well. Inside the console is all great. It's not busted up at all. If we look here at the trim just on the very top, there is some little micro scratches up there. As far as our windows go, felts are excellent as well. Windows go up and down very nice. We'll go ahead and check out the trunk. Yeah, look at that. Original speckling still in that trunk.
And one thing too is a lot of times on these Chevelles, right up here in the package tray, man, that's a bad spot for them. This way you can see it's still in its original red oxy primer. You know, super solid car.
Inside quarters are excellent, and they all appear to be original. As you feel in here, you don't feel anywhere they've been spliced.
You still see the stampings on the quarters as well.
You just don't find them like this very often, Dalton. Original jack instructions are still there.
The bottom side of the trunk lid, no one's packed that with putty. Really solid car.
Great car. Go ahead and show some neutral fired up. That's just how a 70s Chevelle should sound. Door buzzer works. On top of the trunk lid, paint's in excellent condition as well. Do you think the stripes are cleared in there? Seems like there's no ridge.
Yeah, it feels like they're cleared in.
Yep. Here's another thing, it's so important. So many of these Chevelles always seem to have a problem in this rear sail area here. You know, with your factory lead lines, this one's perfect on both sides. There again, the door fits in there excellent. No bubbles, blisters, no issues there at all.
Pull that key out a little bit.
Thank you. Just very well done all around the edges. There's just nothing tacky
Yeah, the
on
only
it.
thing I noticed the other day as far as like friction interior, just right here a little bit on the door panel.
They kind of look like the original door panels still, don't they? So a little bit of wrinkle right
A
here.
little bit of a, yeah.
The original seat belts. As far as our rubbers, the up and down rubbers, roof rail rubber, all that stuff seems excellent. Windows go up and down nice. It's got the AM/FM factory radio. Top of the dash pad is perfect. There's no cracks there. Just a really quality car. What do you think about we'll take it for a spin?
Let's do it.
As we sit behind the wheel here, Dalton, we're just going to kind of go through what works and what don't work on this beautiful 70s Chevelle. As we talked about, the interior is in awesome shape. I love the factory 4-speed shifter they put in here, the Hurst shifter. It's got the 2-speed wipers and they work excellent. It's got the antenna and the windshield. Horn works, clock works, factory tack over here works. It's about 5 degrees below zero today. So we're still on fast idle and we'll let that go for a little bit here. Heater fan works. Everything from cold to hot. The de-ice works perfect.
Yep, I already feel the heat.
Let's keep it going on a day like today, huh? Fuel gauge works. Amp gauge works. As far as our temperature gauge, not coming up yet, but we'll have to check that out a little later.
I don't think our original radio's working. That was one of the things I
But it
noticed.
still looks nice in there.
Yes, it does.
Actually, it clicks on. Gauge station's in, but just clicking it off, and it's a factory Delco. See how she drives, huh? Nothing like a 4-speed Hurst shifter.
And a 70 Chevelle.
Yeah.
Smooth shift.
Huh? Very smooth. As far as our brakes go, speedometer works perfectly as well. As far as our brakes go, those disc brakes stop beautifully. No pull left or right. Steering wheel's perfectly straight. Here at Coyote Classics, we go through these cars and just go through and fix a lot of all the little stuff and just make sure they run and drive just like we would if we would have personally buy them and drive them.
Absolutely.
One thing we did notice is, especially it's cold out today, the power steering has just a little squawk to it.
Yeah.
Attack works perfect. 3,500 RPM shift right here. 70 mile an hour in third.
Yeah. Goes down the road really nice. Suspension feels good.
So we're doing 65 mile an hour. We're pushing about 2,700 RPMs.
Another thing with this car too that you're not going to see in the video, but if you go to our website and look at the undercarriage pictures, it's got the beefed up suspension, the rear sway bars.
What a fantastic car.
Sure is.
This is not your typical 70 Chevelle hot rod that's been beat up. As far as we have probably 30 mile an hour wind today. Goes down the road perfectly. Transmission is awesome. One finger shift. The brakes are fantastic. I mean, it's just ready to go.
Yeah, it's a quality car. Quality car. Check this one out on the website, coyoteclassics.com. If you're interested, give us a call. Quality 1970 Chevelle.